Alright, we've taken the shop vac here and we vacuumed out the last portion of the pool. And we're sweeping it into one area so that we can vacuum the rest out. See, here's the tent pole. These right here, they actually just disconnect straight down. You just pull them out of the sockets of this tube. This tube has some socket holes right here at the top. Down at the bottom, down here at the bottom, there's a little pin inside here. This pin, there's a pin right here in these. At the bottom of the tent pole, there's these two wire clips, and then see this pin that pulls out right here? This goes through the inside flap right here, and it goes through each one of these tent poles, all the way through the flap and through these adjoining clips. Okay? That's as easy as it is. It really is that easy. Alright. Okay, I've got 30 of these rods. 30 of these rods. 5 for each side and 10 for each length. 5 for each width and 10 for each length. It took me about 10 minutes. I took all the rods out. My help here is still sweeping out and vacuuming the bottom of the pool. Alright. Alright, now the next part, I'm going to leave the corners, the corner 2 tent poles, and I am going to take out all of the remaining, all the middle pieces here. As you can see, here's one of the first tent poles I'm going to take out. As soon as you kick the bottom out a little bit, it just falls right out of the, see that? It just falls right out. Great. That's number 1. Okay, here's a little tip. I made the last one look a little easier than it is. When you're pulling these out from here, from these holes, when you're pulling them out from these holes, if you spread these 2 sides outwards, actually spread these apart. Like pull this way with this side and this side. I don't have 2 hands. And pull this way with this side. The clips actually join together right on these nubs. So if you pull them outwards, I'll push on it with this side. Okay, with my foot, okay? But if you pull out like this and stretch them, they come right off the clips on the inside of here. Alright? Alright, so those are the... I took most of the tent poles out, and you can see I left the end pieces tilted inward. See, I left the end pieces tilted inward, like that, see? And then I left a couple of the middle pieces, one inward and one outward. See that? I staggered them. And as we walk around the pool, you'll see that I did that just to keep all the sides supported. And this only took me another 5 or 10 minutes. I just pulled all the middle tent poles out, I disconnected all the hoses first. That was the first thing I did. Alright, and that's it so far. Next step. Ah, the helper's still in there. Siphoning out all that water. He's having fun. Oh yeah, he's having fun. Alright. Okay, next step. You'll see on both corners of the pool, there are these big valves. These are the inlet valves, or the suction valves for the pool pumps. And if you see the bottom hole right there, that's where the suction valve released, and it went over to the pool pump. All right. And on the other side of the pool, it did the same thing. The inlet came in and the outlet at the bottom went out around the pool over to the pool pump.
I put the plastic lock nuts that held those together.
Yeah.
On the outside and the washer in there. There were 2 of them.
Okay.
And they actually, I was surprised they came apart real easy.
And they hook to the hoses, right? Oh, the lock nuts go through with threads.
And then the hose screws
onto that. Good. All right. So yeah, at the bottom here, those threads. Oh, good. The fittings are on the hoses themselves. Great. All right. Good news. Okay, so you see the piece here that I took out. I took this out. Okay, you can see this used to be on the inside. This used to be on the inside of here, down in the corner. And this was plugged, and the bottom has an outlet that goes to the outlet, the outgoing hose, the exhaust hose, goes to the suction of the pump. And that just fits nice and neatly in the corner. See, like that. All right. I'm going to set that one right there, and I'm going to go grab the second one. Over here to the. All right, we'll come back over here to the corner, and you'll see that one is right at the bottom.
This has a gasket on it. And
hold on.
This fitting has a gasket on it, and it slips through the lining, and then there's another gasket on the other side with a lock nut, and it can be just hand tightened, because when I took them off, they just came off fairly simple. And then it takes the suction filter, sits in here as a skimmer, and it goes all the way back to the pump, and that's where it's filtered on a separate hose on the outside. This has a duplicate connector on top, but that connector is solely to stabilize this so it doesn't fall down into the pool.
And then the return lines, where are those?
The return lines are on each side, at each end, on the opposite
on the
side.
Opposite corners. Oh,
Yes.
Okay.
And
Good. Oh, yeah, it's down at that end on that corner.
Are left on the,
Okay.
I containerized, I just left them on the pool.
Okay, great. Okay, so the return line goes in here, and you'll see it's the opposite corners of the corners that have 2 ports are for the outgoing to the pump, and then this one's the single line, and it's coming from the pump, goes back in. And the other corner way over there has 1 also. So 2 in that corner, 1 in that corner, 2 in that corner, 1 in this corner. And I'm going to take this off also, just so that we have it completely, we have it all in one box. So I'm going to take this off, and you'll notice that this is actually hand tight. All of these were hand tight. So if you want to replace the rubber gaskets, you might.
I think you should change the gaskets, personally.
But you can always do that if you want to. Alrighty. Alright, so it's all down. But literally, it probably took me less than 30 minutes to take all the pieces apart. Not including the draining, of course.
Have one person at the other end push and slide.
Alright, so here's the pole extraction, or insertion, either way. It'll be pretty easy to see that these poles connect together with a snap lock. The push button retainer clip right there. So you just slide them in and click a new one in place. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to remove these poles. Should be 5 or 10 of them, maybe 20 of them on each side. Alright, perfect. Here we go. Alright. I organized a few of the parts. 2 people tore the pool down at least to the ground in under an hour. I figure it's going to take me another hour to get it dried and folded up and put onto a pallet. Alright, so we're almost done. It's been about an hour and a half, 2 hours. Everything's organized. Whole thing's broken down. We're about to fold it all up into a little ball and put it in boxes. You can see that this styrofoam probably needs to be replaced. I don't know how much that's going to be. Anyway, right on.